Hey Gulliver, and welcome to Raider305.
This is Raider Vision's new monthly show featuring our Miami community with the people and stories that make it special.
That's right. So with that, I'm Desmond Howard.
And I'm Camila Figueroa. On today's show, we hear a story of a Gulliver soccer player and his journey with cerebral palsy.
Then we explore a little slice of French culture right here in South Miami.
After that, we move right back onto campus where we explore construction changes here at Gulliver.
And finally, we finish with a look at how Cuban culture comes alive through the sounds of Little Havana.
Don't go anywhere because we've got all of these stories and more right now on Raider305.
Kicking off our show is a story about a soccer player who's overcoming challenges both on and off the field.
Here's Miranda de Armas with more.
A day at the beach, a chance for some football, splashing in the waves, and maybe catching a few extra rays. But for this high school soccer player, it means just a little bit more.
I think I've met with a friendly relationship with everyone.
I think his smile is just like super contagious.
He's an unbelievable kid.
And it's him, like people like him, that made me want to be part of the team because he's always motivating us to be better.
Hugo has been diagnosed with cerebral palsy, more commonly known as CP. This is a stiffness in the muscles caused by damage to the nerve pathways within the brain that makes it difficult for patients like Hugo to move certain parts of their body.
It's hard for me to jump off of one foot in soccer because I'm not able to get enough strength on my right foot.
Playing sports with mild cerebral palsy, it's challenging. It may be difficult for movement or to grasp something, or the extremities may be stiffer than most people.
Even with his movements restricted, Hugo has always played soccer with a positive mindset and puts in the effort to improve his skills.
Arguably one of the hardest working players. All of our coaches, especially the new ones who are new to Hugo and what he brings to our program, they're very impressed, and we're lucky to have him on the squad.
The team does make me stay motivated, but I like to think myself equal to others because I don't want to think I have a disadvantage. I want to think I'm the same as others, and I want to be better than them. Well, obviously I have to work harder.
I love Hugo's personality, we all do, and that's why he's a part of the team. He's not just a great personality, he's also a hard-working player and extremely talented.
He doesn't let it get in the way. In fact, he still demands the most from himself as if he didn't have it. But he's not making excuses for himself.
Hugo's desire to want to reach the best version of himself not only comes from within, but from his teammates as well. Whether it's passing a football around at the beach or blocking goals on the soccer field, Hugo has found a band of brothers he can truly rely on. This is Miranda de Armas reporting for Raider Vision.
Thanks, Miranda. Hugo may be a goalkeeper, but when having to overcome life's obstacles, he scores every time.
Well, up next, we explore what people are calling a little slice of France, located just around the corner from our campus. Sophie Lambert tells us more.
Macarons, tarte de citron et tarte du tatin are just a few of the French delicacies served in this local cafe in the heart of Miami.
The food tastes exceptionally well. Everything is very fresh. They purvey all their foods from great sources, and everything is really great.
This taste of home-cooked meals is achieved through the use of authentic ingredients.
I wanted it to be with French ingredients. All of our food's imported, and we wanted it to be simple but good quality food and healthier versions of certain American foods.
Both the food and friendly atmosphere contribute to the cultural experience for customers.
I try to talk French a little bit that I know, and of course they reply in French. Parlez-vous français? Bonjour.
This welcoming French feeling extends to the employees, who can still call France home.
I'd say at home, yeah. I mean, my home is more the countryside. When they come here, they feel like they're in Paris, and that's our goal. And I think we've done that really, really well.
Prior to Café Bonjour, the owners, Stephanie and Driss, ran a restaurant in France. But after falling in love with Miami, they decided to introduce their country's cuisine to a new audience.
We found out about this place in 2019. We actually had our own place in France, the Sainte-Marie de la Mer, in a small village, but I wanted out, so this seemed like the best place for us to come.
With new types of customers, Café Bonjour is able to share a taste of France with different cultures.
You know, anyone that's interested in French culture, French food, I mean, yeah, I think everyone loves it. Whether it be Hispanics, whether it be from Europe, American, whatever, everyone loves it.
The staff has whisked together a tight-knit family, which is the heart of Café Bonjour.
We're very close. We look out for each other. We're a family. Honestly, I know it sounds a bit cheesy, but it's great to come to work. Everyone's lovely.
I met Driss, my boss, fishing. We became very close friends. He's like a big brother to me at this point.
Through the ambiance, cuisine, and language, Café Bonjour serves a little slice of France, right here in South Miami. For Raider Vision, I'm Sophia Lambert, reporting.
You know, I've never actually had a crepe. I'll definitely try out that place soon.
Actually, we can go right now. We'll be back after this quick commercial break.
I'm finally home. About to pass out. Shut up. Wait, maybe Brian wants to play some Warzone? Or maybe the grades came out.
Around 57% of teens admit that social media distracts them from everyday responsibilities. With distractions such as social media, you might find yourself in a dangerous situation. You can't be in the moment if you can't be focused.
I don't need a rollie on my wrist. Perfect timing, got with the assist. I've been working since I was a kid. I just gotta keep my head up. Running, I'm never gonna let. I'll never feed the haters cause they fled.
Unlike more recent developments here at the Prep, the MCK campus has been under construction for the past 2 years.
That's right, and now the Center for Student Life building is up and running. Let's take a look.
I'm extremely excited about the space we have.
It adds a greater space.
I'm excited for all the opportunities I think the students will have.
Last month, Gulliver Prep opened the doors to the long-awaited Center for Student Life building at the MCK campus. The building includes brand new classrooms, a gym, cafeteria, and stage, all available for use by students in 5th through 8th grade. The building was built in response to the need for additional space for classes like broadcasting, engineering, and other sciences.
It's a much larger space. They're able to work outside in the hallway. They're able to find other places where they can go and do their work.
Now, all the equipment comes now into the main classroom space so the kids can learn more about the equipment.
And both students and teachers love the new space.
So I can already see them, oh, can we work here, can we work there? And they're becoming even more creative simply by having the extra space.
It gives us much more room since the courtyard was kind of cramped. And now we have our own space.
The MCK building is part of Gulliver's campus reconstruction plan called Transformation 2026. The building currently being built at the Upper School campus is the next step towards this.
Down at the MCK campus, that is kind of a game changer for that part of the school, right? Students there, it will never be the same.
With the joining of the two campuses, the school will need a considerable amount of new space for the dozens of classrooms coming over.
The main purpose is to have more classroom space. Part of that is because at some point, all the students from the Miller Edge program are going to be here too.
These new changes at Gulliver will create a better learning environment for students and staff alike. For Raider Vision, I'm Bibi Aschenberg, reporting.
Thanks, Bibi. I can't wait until the Upper School campus buildings are done.
Me either. I can only imagine how it's going to look.
And finally, to close our show, Calle Ocho, also known as Little Havana, showcases Cuban culture right in the heart of Miami.
Let's roll it.
Aquí en la calle 8, en la pequeña Habana, la mayoría de los restaurantes tienen música latina, música cubana o salsa, y en especial aquí en la esquina de La Fama pues tratamos de hacer como música un poco variada, como de cada país, tratar de tocar música latina.
In 1950, this was a Jewish community. It turned out that a lot of people migrated here, and little by little, we had an influx of Cuban, Central America, South America, and everybody. It became so popular, this area, that it became Little Havana, like little Cuba.
No, este yo lo restauré completamente y este es el resultado. Este es un gallo muy simbólico, hay una simbiosis de la bandera cubana y la bandera norteamericana. Y es muy peculiar en ese sentido.
Keep in mind, we have Cuba Ocho, just a museum. We have the popular domino park that everybody wants to see, the domino park, where the old guys, they play. You gotta be 55 years old. I see guys playing every day. They become like a habit, like a little HUD.
I just got here today and I was just like wandering around and I saw the domino park, and that was like, I grew up in Puerto Rico playing dominoes with my grandmother, and that's what, that right there is culture to me. That's I play that every day since, and so it was a great emotional moment for me, just because my grandma passed away. I left Puerto Rico many years ago, and it was just like, that to me is, I don't care what you had, it's like the food is great, but domino, like, that was like, it hit home, hit my heart. So.
Y ahora venimos aquí a ver el Domino Park, que es muy conocido. Llevamos muy pocos minutos, pero hasta ahora hemos visto que es súper colorido, tiene muy buen ambiente, la gente es muy querida, muy cordial.
Mucho color, se nota enseguida que hay mucha cultura de América Latina, de Cuba, cubana.
So very colorful, very realistic realism, and so it just tells you the history of Cuba, and it kind of helps me like understand the perspective and being respectful of the people, understand what they've gone through, why they're here, and what's going on, and what they're still fighting for.
Well, that's all we have for today, Raiders.
We hope you have a nice holiday break.
We'll see you next time
on Raider305.